This is women gets rejected, asking for a second chance after cheating. Oh my freaking gosh. This is ridiculous. This
Babe, pick up. Babe, please, babe, please. I'll cook for you. I'll clean for you. I'll do all your laundry, babe, please.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, see ya. This is just insane. You have someone who's willing to be by you, and you think they'll always be there with you, so you cheat? Yeah, you it's what the heck?
Please. I want you to you again, babe. Please, babe, please.
Call has been forwarded to voicemail. The person you're trying to reach.
Today you're going to see what happens when women disrespect relationships and still ask for a second chance. Betrayal, lies, and drama. Loyalty isn't...
If they do it once, that's the thing. They'll do it again. It's just how it is. It is just how it is. Because guess what? If they did it to you once and they begged you to come to take them back, they realized that all they have to do is beg you to take them back. They will do it again. It goes for both women and men. If a guy cheats on a woman and they beg the woman to take them back and they take them back, guess what? It's going to happen again. It's just the way it is.
Negotiable. Respect isn't begged for, and broken trust is rarely repaired. Get ready for firm decisions, no excuses.
Did you cheat on me with your ex?
I didn't. When he came over, nothing happened. It was platonic. He texted my mother and asked if he could surprise me. They thought it would be a nice decision to have someone from Texas come and surprise me because we had just moved. So I had no part in it until he was actually already at my house. And I'm not going to tell him to like fly back home and to
They're an ex. Who cares what your mother wants or what he wants? You're supposed to be in a committed relationship. It's so insane. But yeah, it goes both ways. Commitment goes both ways. A relationship cannot stand on one person carrying the entire load. It just cannot. Like, flat out, when me and my wife started talking for the first time, we were talking about the kind of stuff that are really important. We were talking about how it takes two people in a freaking relationship to actually get things going. If I had to do everything myself, I told her flat out, it wouldn't work. Because I'm not going to invest all my time, all my effort, everything for someone who doesn't care for me the same way or doesn't want to put in the same amount of effort. It's just how it works.
tell you about it would have caused a lot of issues with us.
Did your ex know that you were together with me?
No. You didn't respond to my texts or my calls or anything. How do you think that made me feel knowing that?
So it's his fault. It is his fault. And my guess is he was working and she was just crying for attention and it just...
You were extremely upset and that you were completely ignoring me. We've known each other since we were young. You know who I am as a person. And I wanted to be with you. I understand that I made the wrong call. I take full responsibility for what happened. And I'm sorry.
I thank you for saying that. Then get up and walk away. Just get up and walk away. We're done.
Sorry that I hurt you in the process, and I didn't mean for any of this to happen. I'll work on communicating better to you. And I want to know if you would give me a second chance.
She tries to justify the unjustifiable. Letting her ex come to her house without even telling her boyfriend shows disrespect and a lack of transparency. The excuse of not wanting to cause problems is exactly what caused the problem, hiding it. A healthy relationship requires loyalty and clear communication, and she failed at both. She lost his trust, and once trust is broken, it's very hard
And then she tried blaming it on him for lack of communication.
to rebuild.
You're dead ass
Because
crying
I
right
feel
now.
like I'm gonna be abandoned right now. Like you're
No,
just like
duh.
everyone else, you're trying to fucking leave me, and I just don't know what
Leave you. You made a
You're
decision and you
leaving
got caught.
me. Decision to do what?
You
Like
linked somebody and you got caught.
it wasn't even that
You went behind my
serious.
back
It
and you went to
wasn't that
somebody's place.
serious.
He was a hooper.
Stop.
He was a hooper. You play basketball.
Yes. But it wasn't that serious. Like
Y'all like
stop.
actually.
Yeah, but it was just a one-time thing, and we used protection. It wasn't even for that long, so I don't even know why you're bugging.
Oh my gosh. You see his face right there. I don't think he was even aware of what was going. I think he was like, oh, she was on Tinder and she linked with someone, and that's not a good sign. It's already a sign of. And he's like, oh, we used protection. It didn't mean anything. It didn't last that long. It's just like, oh, I feel for this brother. I really do. Just hearing that, I am pissed. It's just like, what the heck? Why did cheating got glamorized by movies and shows? And why do people compare their loved ones with anyone else? Cheating got glamorized primarily because it was a one-way street. Especially in like the 1950s era, where it was a male-dominated household, and the secretaries were joining the workforce and all that kind of stuff. And then it kind of leaned that route. Sure, the majority wouldn't, but the few that did, kind of like, again, like one person does something bad, and then everyone's painted with the same brush. India's been dealing with it. Same thing with like men in the workforce. They're all seen as like womanizing philanderers. They're just trying to get with anyone that walks around them with a bouncy booty type of thing. It's just how it's perceived. And so, it was always seen that way, especially during like the Me Too movement, where everyone was being called out for doing things, even though the majority of them were all false claims, just because some people were trying to get in the movement. And it just completely flipped the script to where women were like, I want my power back, so I am going to start doing the same thing that they do to me, and then hurting the guys who are literally faithful. And the problem is, it kind of creates this snowball effect where guys who are genuine will be genuine until they are hurt. And it's like passing that hurt on to another person. And the snowball grows and grows and grows because everyone gets stuck on that. The internet issue, yeah, some things. The writers of those films were simps. Yeah. Yeah, that is disgusting. That is disgusting. Heck, if I messaged a woman, I would expect my wife to feel disgusted for me to just try to hold her hand. Because it's just weird. Like if I'm talking to my cousins or my sister-in-laws or my aunts, or just like, family or someone I work with, it's different because it's just like. But if I'm messaging, I went to the movies today. I met this cool girl and I'm gonna send her a message. I would expect her to be disgusted with me because it's like, why would I make a female friend? I hate using the term best friend because I already have a best friend. I don't need a female best friend. But yeah, I already have what I could ever want. Why would I go seek it elsewhere? Oh.
Just please. You're overreacting.
No overreacting.
I only did it because you didn't answer your fucking phone. Like you never answer your phone and you're never there for me.
You know what I'm doing. I always have to join.
Yeah, it's like, you know what I'm doing. He's working. He is working. It's insane. It's just like, oh, you didn't give me attention for 30 minutes. So I spent those 30 minutes getting my revenge. Like, oh my freaking gosh.
What gym? What gym are you at? Like, what gym opens that late? You're fucking lying.
Gyms are open 24/7 in the United States of America. Well, the majority of gyms. There are a few that close, like the specialty gyms, but the majority of gyms are open 24/7.
Like, you don't even care about me at all.
How long did you go?
Like, for a month, but it wasn't even that serious.
Did you read off?
Yeah.
A month?
Why are you asking me that? It was the graphic night. Like, where are you going? Do not leave me.
She tries to downplay the betrayal, saying it was just once, and even blames the man
And it was only a month.
for not answering his phone. This is a complete inversion of values, blaming the partner to justify her own infidelity. The man did the right thing leaving. A woman who puts her own neediness above loyalty and manipulates with drama respects neither herself nor the relationship.
Don't you feel like we're having a good time?
Yeah, I think so.
So why don't we ever get back together? We should.
Hell no.
No, I think we should.
No, it's not a good idea.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Why do you say that?
Because, man, we crazy as hell. I woke up with a knife on my throat.
But that was
Going
but,
through my phone, accusing me of stuff I didn't do.
but that was a reason to.
What's the reason for that?
You're a liar.
How am I lying?
Because you always get
Did I
caught
give
in
you the
your
right to put a knife on my throat?
Because 2 + 2 doesn't equal 4 with you, baby. It's equaling 6 and something don't add up. So what do you want me to do?
No, I'm not trying to kill me.
Well,
I'm not gonna lie, I could see her brain for a moment. When she was looking up, I could see her brain. It's just like, what the heck? There's like something reflective.
sometimes time comes to an end, and I just felt like
You see it? You see it? You see it? It's probably not as good quality here, but it's like I can see the brain. There's something pink back there.
But you know what? God came by my side and told me it wasn't time.
So she cheated because God spoke to her. Yeah, reverse the roles. Exactly, reverse the roles.
So you wouldn't want to be with me?
No, like I said, you crazy as hell. You're an over person.
Okay, what about the good things about me? I didn't hear nothing.
Here we see self-admission of chaos. The woman even calls herself crazy and spins a confusing story full of illogical excuses. The man, acting with maturity, realizes this relationship brings neither peace nor future. A man of values knows that where there is no balance and honesty, there is no home. She shows no real change, only neediness. The right
Yeah, because it's funny, like the ideal man fantasy now, which is sad, like in the West, is a man wanting to have a loving wife and maybe become a father. That is like the ideal male fantasy in like the America right now. The woman's fantasy is to be single, is to be able to sleep with whoever they want, but that's like the social media, online social media. Sure, there's always differences, but like to the extreme in social media, the women want to be the woman empowerment, to be able to do whatever they want. It's man's fault for everything. I can do what I want. Yet, on social media, the real man fantasy is to just find someone to commit their life to. Oh my gosh.
decision is not to give her another chance.
Look, I really need you to get off of me. I need to leave. Yeah. You know what you did? I ain't doing this shit. I'm about to go smoke with Zay, go home, and live my best life. Yeah. I'm sorry. You shouldn't have done that. I don't know what else to tell you. Sorry. Please get off me. I'm handling this as best as I can.
Yeah, because you can tell he's disgusted. You can tell he wants to push her away. But the problem is that as a man, that's assault. It's insane. Yeah, see it, Jay. It's just, oh my gosh. The fact that he's so respectful, he is disgusted by this. Trying to remove himself from the situation. But, oh my gosh, he's just like, you have to get away.
Look, I'm telling you, please get the fuck off me. Listen, you asked him to go do whatever y'all did. This is all you. I don't know what to tell you. I'm sorry. I don't know. Get off me.
Here we see manipulation and physical insistence. The man tries to leave, but she clings, apologizes without true remorse, and tries to flip the victim role onto him. Empty apologies don't erase disrespect. He does the right thing by walking away because a woman who doesn't respect boundaries and resorts to physical or emotional manipulation is rarely a trustworthy partner.
My ex-boyfriend came around yesterday and we rekindled some old memories. Problem is, my current boyfriend, the love of my life, is due home today. He's been away at a family funeral.
Yeah. There is no hiding what she has done. Oh my gosh. Yeah, who went to a family funeral. She decided to stay back and cheat on him.
And I have some explaining to do. And I generally feel really bad because I know he's having a really rough time at the minute, but it's not been easy on me either. And I don't know how to explain this, and I don't want to upset him. I don't want to break his heart. I don't want him to break up with me. But I need him to realise that everyone makes mistakes. And it probably will never happen again.
The fact that she calls herself out, probably. The fact that she said that already shows you that it's going to happen repeatedly. I mean, she looks the type.
I think I just want to save the hurt and just tell him a little white lie. Like, I don't know right now. I feel really awful.
You see, this kind of shows you a lot that someone is willing to vent what they have done onto social media, knowing for a fact that their boyfriend will most likely not see this video. Because in all honesty, the majority of decent men are not on social media. They are not. I barely even have a footprint on social media or a fingerprint on social media. And I try to do this for a living. And I'm not even a decent guy. My wife will tell you that. Okay, she's just rolling her eyes at me. But that's the thing. No, those are kisses. Those are kisses on her chest. All over her body. That's why she's upset. Well, yeah, I guess they are bruises. That's why she's upset. Because how is she going to explain all of this to her boyfriend? It is, oh my gosh.
A woman's got needs too, like men do it all the time.
Men do it all the time. I hate that argument. Heck, I've been around these types of women. I remember when I lived in San Francisco, going off to a park with my roommates. We went to the beach, and the guys were talking about their field and track teams. Like two of them were on the running, and another one was like on the spear throwing, whatever it was. They were just talking about sports. The girls that they had invited were constantly talking about the next check mark they were going to mark on, and this was years ago when I was in college, and it's only gotten worse. It's the most weird thing where it's like, oh, men think about one thing 24/7. No, absolutely not. In my understanding, women are the predominant thinkers of something. Yes. It's just the way it is. I think it's just skewed that way because it makes some people feel more happy about. But yes, there's always like, it's not a 1-to-1. There's always different people. People will always think differently about certain things. It's just, oh my gosh. Oh, but they do it the same. They do the same. So I'm okay because the majority of guys do the same thing as me. It's no big deal.
Bad time for it to happen. I need to cover them up.
This is the clearest betrayal. While her boyfriend was grieving, she cheated and even tries to normalize it with excuses like everyone makes mistakes or men do it all the time. This is classic modern relativism used to justify immorality. The wrongdoing is double, cheating and trying to cover it up. Any man with self-respect should never go back to someone who dishonors the relationship at such a sensitive time.
Crying on the internet really...
Dishonoring the relationship at all. Oh... You have to go now. Something came up. Yeah, have a good one.
really isn't as traumatic or embarrassing as I thought it would be. But I decided I wanted to like document how I was feeling in this moment so that I could look back on it in 3 or 6 or 12 months and be like, okay, I feel different or I feel better, or like I just think it'd be good to know how I'm feeling to be able to look back on it. But about 2 months.
See, the thing is, this is actually a good thing. When someone's cheated on and they don't take the person who cheated back, it eventually, one of two things will happen. That person will be just a serial cheater and constantly do it, and they're not faithful. The other ones will realize that they will never have a future with someone because of their own actions, and they will change. I don't mind, but I think America's social norms has ruined our generation with having multiple partners throughout their life. Yes, I agree. I absolutely agree, especially when people start getting introduced to it at a very young age. Most people's okay, statistically, especially in the US, the majority of women who have experienced something on average is young. The majority of guys turn into incels because they can't get any. But it's easier for a woman to lay down, no matter how they look, and get something than for a guy. It's just how it is. It's just how it is. But yeah, it has really ruined things because eventually people's minds are like, especially when they have too many experiences, they will always be thinking of what that other partner was willing to do, about how they were going to do that, about how they were going to do that, about how they were going to do that. And it ruins their mind because they are never 100% with their partner, because they'll always want what they once had. Yeah, it does ruin. I'm sure there are people who can get out of it and can commit themselves to someone, but it does ruin like relationships overall.
Months ago, I broke up with my boyfriend. We both saw it coming, and it was not with any, like, no one did anything wrong. It was just things that we couldn't figure out, and that I thought that we would have like time apart and come back together. And
she has the septum piercing. Yeah, the septum piercing.
Today's probably the first day that it really hit me that we'd been talking a little bit, and he'd said to the effect of like that he didn't see any kind of future with me at all after the time apart. And I guess spent the last couple of months working my way back to him, and it really sucks, and it's shit, and I feel...
Because the sad thing is, in the end, the majority of guys we're genuinely solitary creatures. We like to have our solitude. We like to do our own things. Yes, it is great to have a partner in life, but we can find joy much more easily by ourselves and with our group of friends. I mean, this is out of personal experience for me, than needing someone in your life, because sometimes having someone in your life can be more problematic than just a group of friends or just being by yourself. Women are the more, like, this isn't one-to-one, but because there are guys that fall under this category too, but women are primarily, statistically, more emotionally driven. So they're more emotionally invested in something. Sure, guys get invested in it too, but you can see the writing on the wall as a guy seeing back. If a woman cheats, it's definitely not going to work out. You could step away from it because it's just better for you in the long run. You can find joy in yourself, and maybe eventually you can find someone else, because it's not the number one priority to have someone in your life. It just isn't. If you find that someone, you hold on to them no matter what. But the thing is, it's like when someone cheats, you know it's not that person.
Pain to my bones, and I don't know how to live my life without him.
And also because it's more emotionally driven, that's why when a man cheats, it's easier to talk the woman into staying than it is for when a woman cheats to talk the guy into staying. It is sad. It is sad. That's how a lot of women end up like in domestic situations, because they've been constantly emotionally talked back into going back to this person that they should not be with in the first place, because they plead on their emotions. They emotionally manipulate them into remaining. Yeah. So it is a double-edged sword.
That's not the problem. I was single for a really long time, and I'm fine being by myself. It's not that I don't know how to spend time in my own company, or I don't have friends, or, I don't have my own life.
Don't contradict me, woman.
Really weird losing someone that was...
I was just saying that women can't do that. She's like, oh, I was okay.
So much a big part of my life, and it's now just this, like, it feels just like this hole. And I don't see a future without him, and it's just really bizarre. And so anyway, I'm calling this day 1, but it's technically probably day, I don't know, 60. But the real day 1 of figuring it out. But I don't know if I'm going to keep doing this or if I'm even going to post this one, because it's ridiculous how unwell I feel. Like, it's actually insane. So, I don't know. I might never do this again. I might never post this, but breakups are crazy.
Although it seems softer, her words show extreme attachment and emotional dependence. She expected the time apart to be just a pause before getting back together, while the man understood the breakup was final. Crying online reveals she hasn't matured enough to face the consequences of a breakup. When a woman depends on a man to give her life meaning, that's not love. That's neediness. A man of values seeks a balanced partner, not an emotional burden.
I don't want you to leave.
Yep. You need someone who can take on, like, do everything themselves. You need someone who can handle their own hardships in life, because a relationship isn't 1.5 people. It's 2 people, 2 complete people. If both bring problems to the relationship, it's a huge problem. If one person's fine and the other one's bringing problems to the relationship, it's a huge burden on the person who's fine, because he's having to supplement the burden. But if both are complete and able to kind of handle it, you can balance it out. Sure, there's some there's always one partner who is a lot more sensitive and a lot more nurturing than the other partner. But in the end, you kind of balance each other out. Because for me, the way I grew up, because I grew up incredibly ill and incredibly sickly. I learned at a young age to be by myself. I spent days, weeks on end, isolated in my room, not speaking to brothers, not speaking to family, because I was just too unwell to get out of bed. That I learned at a young age, which makes me kind of a weird burden on my wife, but a perfect balance to her, because she's the more nurturing and emotional, so she can balance me out, especially around family, because I'm very blunt as a person. And when I'm around family, I'll say things, and I don't care if it sounds rude. I just say things. And she's kind of the counter soft balance to me, because I'm nothing but hard edges. You're the perfect one. She's the perfect one. Yeah. I saved myself.
I'm out of here, boy. I'm not doing this, bro. I'm steady catching you. Bro, cheat with your ex, bro.
You never told me to do anything. Why are you trying to...
Man, watch out, bro.
Don't worry about my baby daddy. Worry about us. That's your problem. That's gonna be our downfall right there. Okay.
The best relationships are the balanced ones. The ones where you complement each other's faults. But each person has to be a complete person. They do. They can't bring a ton of baggage. They just can't. Sure, everyone has baggage, but you can't bring it to the relationship. You just can't.
Boy, I ain't gonna lie, boy. Who the fuck is you on the phone with, boy? Huh? Who is you on the phone with? You on the phone with your ex? I ain't gonna lie, it's over, but I'm not finna do this with you, shorty. I'm gone, bro. I'm finna get up out of here, bro. I already talked to her little ass. It's over with, bro. I'm not finna do this with you, bro.
You finna leave me?
Yeah, I'm gone, bro.
Please, no.
What?
I don't want you to leave.
I'm out of here, boy.
No.
I'm not doing this, bro. I'm steady catching you. Bro, cheat with your ex, bro.
You never told me to do anything. Why are you trying to...
Man, watch out, bro. I don't even think that baby mine, bro. That might be his baby. I'm not finna do this with you, man. Call my ride, bro. I'm finna call my mom. She finna come and grab me. I'm not finna do this with your ass, bro. Move, get up off of me, bro. Now you looking slow, bro. Look at you. You ain't got nothing to say. You looking slow. Watch out. Move. Let me leave, bro. Let me leave out the door, bro. Let me leave out the door. Get up off of me, bro. Bro, move, bro. Move, bro. You're doing emotions. Move, bro. It's over with, bro. You know you wrong. You fucked up. It's over with. It's over with. And give me all that bread I spent on you.
What did you hear? I didn't even do nothing.
It's over with. It's a wrap. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. This whole relationship, this shit done, boy. I'm finna go. Take my TV off that wall and everything, bro.
Yep, just get out there. Take your TV. That's the most important. Like, that's the thing. Take what's yours. Take what's yours. Go. Prove that you don't need them. Prove that you don't need them. They were the ones that needed you.
Hey, give me that Wi-Fi box, boy. That shit done, boy. Oh,
Great. Now she's trying to force throw up. Great.
yeah, about that, bro. You know you fucked up, bro. It's over with. Stop following me around, bro. With my shoes that I'm gone. I'm gone, boy. That's on you.
This scene is a clear picture of betrayal and disorder. The man got tired of being lied to, even questioning the paternity of his child. He didn't waste time arguing. He put an end to it and demanded back everything he had invested. This is the posture of a man who values himself. He won't be made a fool of and won't give a stage to someone who doesn't honor the relationship.
Yep. It's that simple. It's that simple. If someone isn't faithful, they're just not worth your time. They're just not worth your time. Maybe they'll get better for their next relationship. And the thing is, it's sad because it kind of goes both ways. So I've like almost everyone knows a girl or has known a woman who has been in like a bad relationship, and they refuse to let anyone know about it. Like abusive enough to where cops should have been involved, and they refuse to let anyone know about it. And then what happens is that guy ends up getting in another relationship where things get worse because that person, again, is not reported, is not documented, nothing is done. So when that finally ends, it happens again. And then maybe this time he ends up with someone who's so easily manipulated that he can do whatever he wants. It turns into a completely violent DV situation. And it does go both ways for men and women. They both can fall into different categories. It's just not one-sided. But yeah, I mean, you have to be faithful to yourself. Yes, it is sadder for women when guys cheat because statistically, again, women are more likely to be talked back into taking them back. It's just how it is. Oh. But yeah. That's where I was ending it. Oh my gosh.
Don't forget to like and subscribe.
Wait on that.